Welcome to this video lecture. So in this lecture, we are going to discuss about how Selenium will handle alert messages. Okay. So whenever we discuss about alert messages, there are three different categories. Okay. So 1 minute. So first one is simple alert. Second one is confirmation alert messages, and third one is prompt. Okay, so these are the three various kinds of alert messages. So we are going to discuss how Selenium will handle these kind of alert messages while doing automation process in testing. Okay, so we'll go to the ID. So 1 minute. So I'm opening Eclipse IDE. So you can also utilize IntelliJ. So which one is convenient, you can utilize it. So we are going to discuss from the scratch. So I'm sure you are all aware about how to connect the web element, uh, uh, how to connect web element. Everything we already discussed in the previous lectures. So anyhow, we'll discuss from the scratch. So first step, so I am creating one Java project. So I am going to file, so creating one new Java project. I am mentioning, so alert to sample alert. So here I am going to create one class. So I am enable public static void main so that it will create the main function. Yeah. Okay. So now we have created one Java project and we also created one class for doing our logic. So this is what we have done. But the Eclipse IDE will not understand or utilize the Selenium jar files. Okay, since it is open as a Java project, simple Java project. Okay, so how to do that? For that purpose only, we are using Maven repository as we already discussed. Okay, so first of all, okay, so before doing that, okay, so one thing we will do. So go to the project. Now my project name is sample alert. So right click it, and if you come down, if you see configure, right? So configure, I am going to configure as Maven project. So I have opened as a Java project. Now I am configuring as a Maven project. Okay, so 1 minute. So once you configure as a Maven project, you can see the folder section. So there is one file, XML file got updated. That is POM. Okay, so this is very important when we are doing the Maven project, as we already discussed in the previous sessions. Okay, so now, so what is our intention? So we have to incorporate Selenium supported jar files to this particular folder. Okay, then only we can able to utilize various libraries and classes, methods that is used for Selenium functions. Okay, so for that I am going to Maven repository. So I am typing Selenium Java. So I am taking the first one, and also here I am taking the latest version. So there are two ways we can import the jar files. So one is directly we can download and we can import into that folder section, or otherwise we can go for these dependencies. So just you copy the dependency and go to your POM file, and I am creating a dependencies tag. Dependencies. So here I am pasting the where I copied from the Maven repository. Okay, so now I am saving. So once I save, you can see here, uh, yeah. So if you see here, the Maven dependencies got updated here. So if you see here, it gives all the jar files that related to the Selenium. Okay, that process is over. Now we will come back to our class. Okay, so what we have done, so we have created one new Java project. Okay, we have created inside the class file, and after that we have upgraded to Maven because we are going to utilize the Selenium libraries for our particular project. Okay, so now these steps got over. So now what is the first step? We have to we have to make the Selenium to connect with the particular browser, and through the browser it will connect the particular web page. Okay, so this is the first step we used to do. For that we used to go for system set property, all these things, right? So we used to give system set property, and then we used to give which WebDriver we are going to use, where we are storing the location, path of the location of the DXE file, all these things we will do, right? Instead of that, another one process is that we can also go with WebDriver Manager. WebDriver Manager. But see here, it is not taking, right? It is showing error. Okay, so for that again what I have to do, okay, so in order for the IDE to understand the WebDriver libraries and functionalities, everything. So again, I'm going to Maven. I'm going to get WebDriver dependencies. Okay, so first step we have done Selenium dependencies we have connected. Next one, I'm going to connect WebDriver dependencies. WebDriver manager for dependency. Okay, so here again the same case. I'll go with Maven repository. Okay, so WebDriver manager. So I'm taking the latest version 5.3.2. So I'm copying here. So now I'm going to again my POM file. So again I am adding. Okay, so now I am saved. Now I am coming to my now we'll see here. So web driver manager. Okay, so WebDriver manager. So I'm going to use Chrome driver. See here, now it is showing all the functions or methods available in that particular WebDriver manager. So here I am going to use Chrome driver. So just Chrome driver, and I am going to use setup. Okay, so this step will do all the backend process of what we are doing earlier using set properties. Okay, so what is the next step? So we have to go with the driver. We are creating equal to new. Okay, so this process is over. So why it is showing some alert, right? So keep the cursor here. Okay, so I have to import the necessary libraries for that. So similarly for Chrome driver also it is showing alert. Okay, so I am importing the particular Chrome driver libraries. Okay, so these two steps over, everything is clear. So now I am going to connect. Okay, so particular web page to discuss about the alert, how we Selenium can handle the alert messages. For that demonstration purpose, I am going to use one particular web page called demo QA. Okay, so this web page I am going to use for the demonstration of alert messages. Okay, so there are three kinds of alert messages we have discussed. One is simple alert, confirmation alert, and prompt alert. Okay, so I am taking the URL of this particular case. Just copy and pasting here. So the first step is over. So we have connected with that particular web page. So we are making the Selenium to connect with this particular web page through the Chrome browser. Okay. So next step, what we have to do. Okay. So just I will run it so that you people will understand. Yes. So 1 minute. So 1 minute. It is taking some time. Once again, what is the process? Job application. Yeah. Yes. It is running successfully. We'll see. It is opening the particular web page. Okay. Yeah. So now the Selenium opens that particular web page demoqa.com. In that I am going to check the alert section using the Chrome browser. Okay, so now the first step is over. Okay, sorry, it got several times. Okay, fine. Okay, now what is the next step? Okay, so am I make Selenium to connect with this particular web page. Now I am going for that first simple alert. Okay, so for that, for understanding purpose, if I'm clicking here, okay, so this is one of the alert message comes. Okay, so I am just trying right click, and for inspecting it is not coming, it is not from HTML page. Okay, so this is what the situation. Okay, so normally, okay, so if you click, if you use the web elements, okay, inspect, so you can able to see the HTML codes. Okay, this is the normal case, we have done so many codes for this, right? But there are some cases, okay, so like this alert messages, so these are all not HTML codes, right? So these are all Java based codes, so it is Selenium is unable to inspect. So these kind of situation, how Selenium will manage. So this is what we are going to see in this particular video lecture. Okay. So now for going to that particular case, I am taking the first simple alert. Okay. So first I am making the Selenium to click that particular button automatically. Okay. So for that I am going for right click, inspect. Okay. So 1 minute. Yeah. So here there are several locators available. I am taking the simple locator, that is ID. Okay, so I'm just copy pasting. So how to connect this particular web element? We we very well know. So the title is, so driver dot find element by, so I'm going to use ID. So I'm going to use button. So what it has to do, it has to click the button. Okay, so I'm giving the method click. Okay. Now, okay, so first step is over. So now, sorry. So once it comes to that alert message, so we also experience in several web pages, while we are going for web pages, we used to get these kind of alerts. Okay, so we normally used to give okay and accept it. Okay, but here the thing is, so it is not a HTML page or HTML code, so we cannot able to inspect it. For that purpose, what we are doing, we are making the Selenium to switch to alert. Okay, so we are now in the driver object. Okay, so we are going to use one function called switch to. Switch to what kind of things I am going to switch to? I am going for alert. Okay, now what I have to do? Okay, so come to that message. Okay, so I have to accept, I have to click the button okay. So if I'm right clicking, nothing is coming, we cannot inspect it. Okay, so we have to accept it, right? We have to accept that pop-up message. Okay, so this is what we are going to make the Selenium to do automatically. Okay, so for that purpose, what I am writing, so I am switching from driver to alert class. So from that I'm going to use we'll see what are all the methods available for that. There are several methods available. Okay, so here I'm using accept. Okay, so that's all. So I hope you understand the steps, very simple one. Okay, so if any web page it comes across some alert message, pop-up message, okay, so we are making the Selenium to understand it is a alert message. So once in we switch over from the normal driver objects to driver class to that alert class, Selenium will search for the alert messages. Okay, So it will understand in that particular page there are some alert messages. So in that case we already given, so whatever alert message is there it has to accept. Okay, so it will simply click that particular button. Okay. Okay, so this is what Selenium will do by giving this particular step. Okay, now I run that particular code so that you will understand. So wait for 1 minute. So it is taking some time for compiling. Yes. Yeah. So Chrome driver was started successfully. We'll see. Yeah, the web page got opened. So it is taking some time. Okay. So yeah. So if you see here, it will open that alert message and quickly it will accept. So this is what the step Selenium will do, but it is taking some time. We'll see.